Hello, welcome to my presentation about artificial intelligence in analysis of automation tests results. And at the beginning, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Maros Kutschy. And I'm living in city Košice in eastern part of Slovakia. And I'm technical QA lead at NES Digital Engineering, and basically this is my city where I'm living in. And on this slide you can see how you can contact me. So do not hesitate to send me email on my email address, which you can see now, or via LinkedIn, and just type my first name and last name, and you will find me on LinkedIn. So question is, why am I presenting today? And the reason is that I would like to share my story about artificial intelligence or AI in analysis of automation tests results. I would like to speak at the beginning about analysis in general, and then we can move to how to use AI in this analysis. So my next question is, when do tests have value? Here we can see the report from Robot Framework. Everything is passing, but we are, as testers or automation engineers, we are creating new scenarios each day, ending new scenarios, and then question is, what's happening with these scenarios and when do they have value? Because it can happen that we just create scenarios and maybe we never run them, like in a regression suite, or maybe we create them, we run them, but we never look at the results. So according to me, the value of tests is only when we analyze the results, because otherwise what's benefit that we have scenarios which are running but nobody's looking at them. And next question is, why should we analyze the results of our tests each day? And here I think it's important to really do it each day. Like for example, on this picture, create an item in your calendar that as the first thing in the morning, like you check emails, you check your Slack messages or Microsoft Teams messages. Also look at the results each day. And the reason is because we should have information about the state of our application and our tests and our testing environment. Because anytime we should be able to answer the question, what's the state of the application, what's the state of the tests, are we able to release, how many bugs do we have in the application found by automation, what are these bugs about, are they blockers or not, and so on. Is our environment ready, for example, for next deploy of new version? And daily analysis of the results will help us to answer these questions. Next question which I was asking when I was thinking about the analysis is, what is the number of main reasons and the group of these reasons of failures? Okay, here we have a screenshot from a playwright. So some tests are failing, and imagine you have an environment or the setup in your team when developers are doing changes each day. New version is during the day, or at least before evening, new version is deployed on your environment, like integration environment. Testers are working on the automation framework, updating tests, updating framework, adding new tests, and tests are running, for example, on Jenkins, and you have some Jenkins nodes which are executing the tests and running the tests against application. And according to me, there are three main root causes, or three main reasons why tests are failing. And now let's look on these three groups and each of them. So first one, it's a bug in the application. Okay, so we again can imagine situation that yesterday the test was passing, it was green, now it's failing. Okay, and in the stack trace we see that Selenium is complaining that some element was not found, and we start doing analysis, and we can come to different conclusions. And one of these conclusions can be that there was change in the application yesterday, and test is failing because the element which should be there is not there. Okay, and we can find out that it's a bug in the application, that element should be there, they should just change something else, but by accident they broke this part of the application, element is not there. So today we need to fix application so the test is passing tomorrow. Okay, so this first group. Then we have the second group. Again, we are doing analysis and we can come to different conclusion that there was change in the application yesterday and the test is failing today, but it's not a bug, but it's improvement or a feature in the application. So application is okay, but our tests are not okay. So somebody changed application but forgot to update the tests, so they are in sync with the application. So in this case, today we need to update the test. For example, this element is there, but Selenium is complaining that it's not there because maybe the XPath or CSS was changed. So we need also change our test to be reflecting the changes in the application. Okay, so this is the second group. And the last group of reasons is the problem in the environment. So imagine that, for example, element is not visible because it's not there, but it's not a bug in the application, but maybe some component is down. Imagine we have a big platform consists of many UI API components, and if there are dependencies between components, and if one of them is down, it can influence anything in the application. So we don't need to fix application, we don't need to fix the tests, but we need to fix the environment. Or maybe our Jenkins nodes, during the execution something happened and we need to, for example, disk space could be also the issue, that there is no space to store anything, so we need to do some cleanup and so on. Or database can be down and therefore something is not visible in the application. So this is the last group. And I would like to talk also about the myth which we can find when talking about the results of the tests. And what it is about, it's about no failures in the results of automation tests. So there are some opinions that and there are some ideas that there should be no failures in automation tests, and if there is any one new failure, quickly we will fix it, so next day we have also green tests. This could be the reality if we have 5, 10 or very limited number of tests, which one of them will fail once per week, once per month. Okay, in that case it's possible. But if we have big platform and we have good coverage, so we have thousands of tests and we are testing each small detail of the application and hundreds of developers are working on this application, it's almost impossible to have in any moment green test, because it would mean that there is no bug in the application. All the tests are updated according to latest changes in the application, and all the environments or all the subparts of the environment are always okay without any failure. Okay, so in such setup, I think it's not possible to have only green tests. There will be always some tests failing, and now the question is if we know why they are failing. And it's also related to the green red lights goals. Like this goal is to have green lights, and if there are any red lights, we should quickly fix them so that everything is green. And we basically differentiate only between failures and failed scenarios and past scenarios. So we don't care. We just want to have red tests to 0. Okay, this is related to this myth. But I would like to talk about different approach, and this different approach is called colorful lights. Okay, so in this situation, green is same. Okay, green tests are passing, but instead of only red color, like everything what is failing is one group, we should divide those failures into subcategories. Red still can be failure which we don't know why it's failing. Okay, but we can have some other categories, like for example, yellow can be a bug in UI, orange can be bug in API, blue can be problem with the environment where applications are deployed, another color, purple can be problem in the environment where tests are running, and pink can be, for example, color that there is problem in the test. And this would mean that, okay, we know that we will never have all green, but everything which is not green will be not red, because red means we don't know why it's failing, but will be part of other colors. And still there can be some scenarios which we don't know why they are failing, but because if we have thousands of tests, even small percentage of failures can mean 100 or 150 tests. Okay, but by this approach we will know, okay, we know that not everything is green, but we know that we have those 3 bugs, and we know that there are not major bugs, and we have some issues in tests which we need to fix, and environment issues which are affecting some tests. And another question is if there are any challenges during analysis of results. So imagine you don't have any tool, any AI which is helping you with analysis. So what you need to do is you need to somewhere track all the failures each day and compare actual results. For example, today you have some failures and you need to compare with previous results if you need to look at them or not. So by this you can see that for example at 29th of July you have some scenarios failing, and each scenario has some steps, some stack trace, and some reason. Either it's bug, feature, environment, and some Jira reference. Okay, and next day you have another set of scenarios and you don't know why they are failing. So you need to compare with previous day, look at the stack trace, and again update your information for today if it's a bug, feature, environment issue, and you need to basically separate what is new and you don't know the reason, and which are known issues. Okay, and some failures can repeat after a certain period of time. So maybe once per month we will have some type of error. In 2 months you will have same error and same stack trace, and you need to remember everything, track it somewhere, and not very effective analysis is this type of analysis. So what are these challenges? We need to know if it's old failure or new failure. we need to know if it is old failure, what's the reason of the failure and what's the Jira reference. And also we need to remember or find somewhere, track somewhere the history of previous failures and the reasons, so that when same failure will appear, you will not spend week investigation and find out, oh, okay, this was 1 month or 2 months ago, but I didn't remember that it's the same. Okay, so these are the challenges, and I was thinking about the dream tool. Like, I was thinking it would be good to have some tool which is using AI, which will help me answer this question that if I had yesterday 150 failures and today I have 160 failures, which are new, if those which are not new, if they were before, or what's the status, okay? And this is what I would like to have, some tool which will show me, okay, you have 12 failures because of application bug, and if I look inside, I will see which failure is related to which bug. I have 10 problems in the tests. Again, I will go inside and see which test is failing because of which Jira ticket. To environmental issue, again, know the reason why it's failing. And important information, I have, for example, 3 scenarios which are new failures which I need to investigate, which I had never before. Okay, and to summarize, this tool could answer my question, which failure is old, which is new. If it is old failure, what's the correct status of the failure? And it would be good also to have some real-time visibility of analysis of all team members. If for example, somebody already investigated something, I can see, okay, he decided it's a product bug, so I don't need to do the same if I have very similar or same failure. And then I found the tool, the real tool, which is called Report Portal, shortcut RP, and basically it's doing what I was dreaming of. And let's look what it is. So Report Portal is artificial intelligence powered test automation dashboard, and aggregate and analyze test reports, and it's basically showing us the release health. And here's some information about artificial intelligence, which is in this tool. So it has predictive AI root cause analysis. It's also using machine learning algorithms, and it can identify patterns in the results and detect reasons of failures. And also it has AI assisted failure triage, and it's assisting manual review of test logs and patterns for test executions. So this AI is helping us with analysis of automation test results. And let's look first at the high level process of analysis using this tool, and then we will go into details. Again, situation, you have Cypress and you have some failures in the Cypress. Okay, so first you need to look at those failures, and person needs to decide what type of failure this is. Then in the next run, when first we decided, all next run we will have this information. AI will have this information of our decision, and it will do automatic analysis according to our previous decisions. So let's look at this process. So first step in Report Portal, we need to identify launch with failures to investigate. Launch is like Jenkins job, so basically you have each Jenkins job has its own like launch in Report Portal. So this is example of Jenkins job which was running tests, API tests using Karate framework, and you can see that there were 3 scenarios, 2 passed, 1 failed, and it's the first time when this scenario failed, or basically report portal doesn't have any information about it. So therefore we can see it's into investigate column. Once we identify such situations on this launch with failure into investigate status, we click on this circle and we are transferred to next page in this report portal application, when we can see what was the feature name, and we can see the time, how long it was running, and basically we see it's into investigate status. So we click on to investigate, and now we are transferred to a page where we should do the decision. So on the left side we see the stack trace and details of the failure, and on the right side we have some options, and we need to decide what type of failure it is. Basically we need to do the analysis, so we need to look in our framework, try to run it, try to debug it, look at the Jira tickets, look at some PRs, and discuss with the developers or other testers to find the root cause. And imagine we found out it's a bug, right? So we can also expand on the left the stack trace, and once we decided what type of failure it is, we need to do decision. So in our case, let's say it's product bug, so click on product bug, and below we can write some reference to know, for example, which Jira ticket will fix it. Once we have it, we click on apply at the bottom. So by this we will say report portal, we decided it's a product bug, please use the information in next runs. Once we have done this, we can see that now the failure, if we go to the main page of our launch for Karate number 1, we can see that it's not anymore into investigate, but it's in the column product bug. So we decided it's product bug. So we have done our work, investigation was done, it's ready for next runs. So imagine this was today, and during the night there will be running same 3 tests, and this bug will be not fixed today, okay? Because developers didn't have time to fix it, so it will be still there. And tomorrow the results will again, or during the night, results will come to report portal, and let's see what can happen. So you can see the second run on the second picture, Karate number 2, and there was again 1 failure, and we see that this is the most important part, because here artificial intelligence was doing the stuff behind the tool, and it decided that it's the same failure. So basically interesting information for us. No need to investigate. We know it's same failure, nothing to investigate. And this was just 1 failure, but imagine that you have, like I mentioned at the beginning, you have 5,000 of tests, right? And even if you have 1% of failures, it's 50 scenarios per day. And if it's 3%, it's 150. And there could be, it could be time consuming to look over 150 scenarios each day and see if there are same failures or new failures, or how many you need to investigate. So it's very helpful. So this was the AI which was doing this analysis. And now let's click on this product bug in run number 2. What can we see there? and we can see there this AA sign or mark. It means that auto analysis was done. Okay, so this decision was not made by a human but by AI. And yes, at the beginning it was human decision, but this was according to human decision made by AI. So if we click on product bug, we can then see again that on the left is AI product bug, and we can see that 100% the AI was 100% sure that this is product bug. This information is based on our previous decision. So here you can see how AI is helping testers during the analysis. And what is my experience with Report Portal? According to my experience, AI can increase effectivity if we have many tests. If we have just a couple of tests, it doesn't make sense to do it like this, because you can do it very quickly by your own. But if you have big coverage, a lot of tests, big platform, many tests running each night or during the day, it will help you a lot. It will save your time, and also it will reduce possible human errors, because if you have 200 scenarios and you just compare between previous runs, you can make a mistake and probably you will not see some failure, which you should look at it, and it can hide some bugs. So maybe you can release some application with the bugs. And artificial intelligence in this tool remembers all types of failures, and it's very hard to remember for a human hundreds of failures and matching correct Jira tickets, but AI knows how to do it. You still need to double check from time to time, not everything, but if it's correctly doing analysis, because it's also related with this, that if your first human decision is incorrect, then also UI will do next incorrect decisions according to your decision. Okay, so this is a risk that if somebody says that this failure relates to problem in the test, but it's bug in the application, AI will say always it's bug, it's a problem in the test. Or if you match incorrect Jira ticket, also AI will just do it. It will not double check. So this is a risk, and also we need to be convinced that we trust AI. So first, just do some small POC, try to run some tests, see how Report Portal is behaving, if it's doing what you expect to do. And once you have trust, you basically, it can help you. But if you don't have trust, then you will say, okay, I will always double check. So it's not helping you a lot in such situation. Next question is how we can integrate Report Portal to our test automation framework. And basically, it's straightforward. You just integrate some dependency to files which are coming from creators of Report Portal. So, for example, in Maven, you just add dependency. The classes from the creators will be downloaded. You just use them when you send the results. So also you need to specify the link for your application, some credentials, and basically you need to say Report Portal where to send the results from your framework. And once you have it, you just run your tests, and the results will be sent to report portal. You run the test, and they automatically send results to a report portal. And I have an example in my Java Selenium Cucumber framework, Jaseku. There are examples for Java Selenium Cucumber framework and also Karate framework. So if you scan this QR code, you will see the examples, and also from these are Selenium and Cucumber and Karate, and another GitHub repository Automation Testing League, where I have examples from Robot Framework with Python and for JavaScript / TypeScript, Cypress, Playwright, TestCafe, and NiWatch. I played with all of these, and it was not so complicated to send results there. And the option you have that you create your own instance of report portal, but for just POC you can use cloud version, some demo instance of report portal, when you don't need to install like anything. It's there. You just use the link from the page of the creators of report portal. But yes, it's public, so you just need to, for example, from a framework, don't test your application, but point to some general application. Okay, and basically, what are the key takeaways from my presentation? So first one is that daily analysis of automation test results is important. I think we should create the habit, do it each day, and we should know the reason why each test is failing. And to help us with this, we can use capabilities of artificial intelligence, and it will help us increase our effectiveness of analysis of automation tests results. And basically that's all, and I would like to thank you for your attention, and again, do not hesitate to contact me.